2K Sports pregame show.
Happy New Year!
Oh, it's New Year's! What? Oh, my gosh.
Hey,
Happy New
Year! Come on, celebrate. Happy New Year.
I didn't know it was Happy New Year's
Come
yet.
on, let's
He fell
go.
asleep at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I
last
did.
night.
I'm
Come
sorry.
on.
Happy New Year, America.
Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Portland Trail Blazers going up against the Chicago Bulls at United Center. For Chicago, they've played well of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games. Tonight, an opportunity to continue that trend. Should be an interesting evening. 2 teams that like to slow things down a bit.
Ernie, you sound like a record that's going wrong.
Yeah.
Man, need to speed you up. Put
Kenny.
that battery in your back.
What are some of the keys to running a really good?
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet?
You can hear the roar here at the United Center. There is no better way to start off the new year than with the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, thank you, Kevin. Now, Lehigh's C.J. McCollum has taken full advantage of his opportunity with the Blazers. McCollum said, "I already knew what I could do. People are starting to realize that I'm here to stay." Kevin, his coach Terry Stotts says its time has come.
It certainly has, D.A. Love the mindset McCollum has, stepping right into the starting 2-guard spot with great confidence. And Portland starts out with the ball. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the floor for Portland, Lillard and McCollum, the star-studded backcourt. Nurkic is out there with Von, and it's Turner in at the small forward position. And here are the Bulls now. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Away from home, you got to execute, and they did that flawlessly.
Never really perfect on the offensive end, and probably 1 or 2 possessions they'd love to have back, but on the whole, a tremendous synergy on offense.
And the basket by McCollum.
And if you don't watch him enough, you got to understand that C.J. McCollum on the inside has the skill set to still score.
Nurkic with the steal. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Here's Lillard. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And one of the most dangerous shooters in the league, Damian Lillard, only needs a sliver of daylight, Greg, to get that baby off.
Yeah, I mean, he'll brush off the comparisons to Steph Curry, but he presents some of the same problems for the defense. Deep range, a quick release, and just one of the nastiest step-back jumpers in the game.
And Damian Lillard, a prolific three-point shooter, the quick release, Brent, and the confidence to get that shot off at any time.
Well, he stays in attack mode offensively and likes to find seams, Kevin, to get to the rim and create havoc on possessions. But time and time again, continues to show off his range and the ability to knock down long-range shots.
Done. A three-pointer, no good. Now here's McCollum. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Hawks in Atlanta. There's the dish to Nurkic. Turner against Levine. Lock at 6. Pass to Lillard from downtown. Another shot. And Nurkic gets it to go.
Don't talk much about the arc on a shot, but Nurkic did a great job hauling in that rebound and finishing the look over top.
Lopez outside. Top of the key, done. Levine for 3. And the Bulls with another miss.
That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
Kicks it out to Lillard. And It's blocked.
And how about marketing, using his size and reach on defense? Great timing in terms of block shots.
Bulls shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Brett, when you take a look at the Blazers roster, what's the next move they need to make to take that step up?
Well, they need a third scorer, and if Nurkic happens to be that guy, and that scoring happens to be coming from the block, it can open some things up for their offensive schemes that end up benefiting everybody on the roster.
Vonleh dishes to Lillard. Left side, Turner. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
This is the area that Evan Turner has built his house, the mid-range, finding his way into the paint and scoring the basketball.
Dunn, wide open, he fires, and the Bulls with another miss.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
McCollum with the ball, now guarded by Valentine. Screen by Nurkic. And here's McCollum. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Clock is at 3. And it's Lillard again missing.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
And what I like best is that he does it completely under control. Really gives the shooter nowhere to turn to.
McCollum outside. Vonleh, the pass to McCollum. Screen by Nurkic. The feed to Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard.
And what a struggle it has been, yet to convert a single shot from the field.
They get it again. Levine kicks to Dunn. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Trailblazers leading by 4. McCollum left side. Passes to Vonleh. Lillard right side. Outside Turner. Vonleh kicks to McCollum. 5 to shoot. Puts it up from 12. Here's Nurkic. He doesn't hit that one. And the Bulls going the other way now. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now here's Dunn. Covered by Lillard. Lopez kicks to Levine. Lopez a screen. Here's Dunn. Great D that time from Nurkic.
And right now, I think just his demeanor is hurting the team. His shooting's been off, and he knows it.
Turner dishes to Lillard. Nurkic setting the pick for Lillard. There's the screen. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Let's use this break to look at the teams that over the past month have been tremendous at converting turnovers into points. The Bulls third.
Yeah, I mean, their defense has been really good, and it's led to a lot of easy opportunities on offense. Creating points off turnovers has been key.
Now, here's Dunn. D right on him. Levine kicks to Dunn. Back to Levine. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And the Bulls with another miss.
Yeah, this is where you might elect to pass out of the slump rather than shoot out of it.
It's tipped. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And one of the pieces of the Jimmy Butler trade this offseason, Zach LaVine finds himself as a prime building block for a rebuilding team. The Bulls see him as a star of the future.
And rightfully so, even given the fact that he's recovering from the ACL surgery. LaVine is young and can grow his game with the team. Hard to get fair value for a player of Butler's ability, but LaVine is a great place to start.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Bobby Portis is checked in for Markkanen. Justin Holiday comes in for Denzel Valentine. And it's Grant in for Chris Dunn. So, Brent, we often talk about role players who give 100% effort every minute they're on the floor. Which stars have the highest motors right now, in your opinion?
Wow, a lot of guys play with a lot of fire, Kevin. I'm thinking about Jimmy Butler, DeMar DeRozan, the workload that he has. for the Toronto Raptors. Little guys like Kemba Walker and Isaiah Thomas, but maybe the two guys most prevalent, Chris Paul and then DeMarcus Cousins. And maybe that motor sometimes sputters a little bit, but the motor is still there.
You know what? Of all the qualities a player may have, and I don't even know if a motor or effort is a skill, it seems like it's becoming something that's rattled off very quickly by scouts and coaches. Yeah, he gives great effort. It's as if he's saying, yeah, he's got a great shot, or he's a terrific defender. They act like it's a skill.
Hey, think about it, Kevin. What that's doing is defining the fact that there are some guys in the league who don't do it. So when you have a guy who does it constantly, that's what makes him stand out.
Here's McCollum. Poked away. Grant outside. Zipser kicks to Grant. Right wing. Over in the corner, Portis. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Napier kicks to Connaughton. Davis sets a screen. Dishes to McCollum. To stop the drought. The rebound by Zipser. And Holiday kicks to Zipser. It's 2-on-1. Here's Connaughton. And no good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, one apiece.
Very difficult to imagine it'll be much different this season. These teams still appear to be very closely matched, each with talent to be competitive, but not necessarily elite.
Oh, a good open look, and he sprays it home from three.
Grant outside. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Connaughton kicks to Aminu. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, a little too physical on that play. Tries to climb over the top of him and gets whistled for it.
Big difference between aggressiveness and awareness. There's no way he's getting that rebound right there.
The Bulls making a switch here. G's checked in. They set the pick. Connaughton kicks to Napier. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
Clearly a foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
76% at the stripe for him thus far this season.
Free throw drops for Napier. And both free throws good for Napier. Grant with the ball. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. G kicks to Grant. Off target from three-point range. Trailblazers leading by 3. Here's Napier. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Here's G. 14 points from him the last game against Washington. Here's Napier. Pass to Connaughton. He dishes it to McCollum. 1:19 left here in the opening quarter. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Grant. And Holiday has it in the corner. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. G kicks to Portis. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Kicks it to Aminu. Back to McCollum. Lock at 6. Shoots over Grant. Offensive rebound. Aminu. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Well, huge mistake not to block out Aminu. He loves to generate offense off the glass. We saw it there.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's G. Offline with his 3. Portland leading. Here's Napier. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Davis sets a screen. Napier kicks to McCollum. Off target from 3-point range.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Just couldn't complete the play.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Trailblazers lead by 1. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard as he explains his stoic demeanor on the floor.
I was taught to, never let anybody see how you feel. I kind of just embraced it, for my entire life. Just, you wouldn't know if something was going on in my life or not, because as long as I'm taking care of business and doing what I need to be doing, that's all that matters.
I would say we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of business.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I tell you what, that first quarter, you can see the game plan is a commitment to offensive rebounding.
Well, their efforts have been rewarded here after one. Winning the battle over second chance points has them ahead on the scoreboard.
They've got Grant. He's out there with G. And it's Zipser in at the power forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's Aminu. And it's Chicago with the rebound. In transition, here come the Bulls. Here's G. They set the pick. There's the pass to Zipser. Outside Holiday. And it's Portland with the rebound. Davis has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Connaughton. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another, and you need both elements working together.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, the Portland Trailblazers are developing a great chemistry for a young team. Damian Lillard takes the team to San Diego every September for bonding purposes, and he told me how much we like each other, how much time we spend around each other. That shows you a team that is really together. It is a unit. We have each other's back. Kevin?
And it's critical to establish camaraderie early on. Thank you, D.A. Sounds like Lillard has this team headed in the right direction. Holiday, the pass to Portis. Brent, you certainly grew up around basketball. Your dad was a legend. Your brothers certainly played at a very high level. What kind of advantage do you think that gave you, if any, as your career was progressing?
It's funny, Kevin. I can't get away from it. I'm sitting next to you now, and we're watching basketball. So
I know it. Here it is.
The advantage, I think, is just absorbing all of that stuff. Maybe on a subconscious level, that you're taking in everything about what the profession was going to represent for you, if in fact you got there, and thank goodness I did.
Well, I always sense you had a very wide view. Your lens was always wide, capturing as much as you could gather.
Yeah, it was like a 10 to 22 on any camera.
That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from G.
Unable to close out defensively, even against the smaller shooter.
Yeah, it's tough sometimes to get a hand up on the three-point shot, but in this case, that didn't even affect him.
Here's Nurkic, and that one comes up a bit short. Bulls have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Outside, Levine. Markkanen, that's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 3 assists tonight. Lillard dishes to Turner. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, this is a fresh start for the big guy, Jusuf Nurkic, here in Portland, where in Denver he was battling with the likes of Jokic, who ended up becoming one of the best centers last year in the NBA, even up there in the Rookie of the Year running. So a midseason trade has unleashed him, a new lease on life, and we'll see what he can provide for this Portland offense under Terry Stotts.
Dunn, he's checked in for the Bulls. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And Nurkic, the 16th pick in the 2014 draft. Denver had a logjam at that center position. Oh!
Yeah. I'll tell you what, he will do a great job of committing to set the good screen. Markkanen has become very reliable in terms of setting those tough picks.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played, he took good advantage of that screen. Lillard's got 5. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Markkanen can't get it to go.
And that's just good offense. Surprised he blew that one, and the defense is too.
The baseline J, and he recovers it. And Lillard kicks to Turner. Back to Lillard. Vonleh setting the pick for Lillard. The 3. That's no good, and now he's missed 2 and made 2. Markkanen with it. Lillard picks him up. Now here's Dunn. D right on him. Got it. Good job in the low post. Dunn's got it all tied up now for Chicago.
Just grown man work from Dunn inside. His incredible athleticism really helping get him these types of shots.
Here's Lillard. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. He's got 7.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the limb.
Wait, did you just say trickeration, GA? I think it's a size disadvantage there that he was willing to attack, but you have to develop that skill set and have counters.
Here's Napier. He has 6. A second chance effort. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Excellent job by Nurkic to go right into the defense and get hit. Then he buries the shot.
Robin Lopez is checked in for the Bulls. Right, you take a look at Nurkic, young and full of potential. He's still learning how to make the most of his abilities.
Yeah, the Bosnian Bear, Nurkic, had some tough times in Denver as Jokic started to emerge, and there was talk about him sulking and pouting just a little bit, still a young player. But the opportunity now in Portland with established stars in Lillard and a rising one in McCollum could be exactly the type of recipe for success that he was looking for.
Lillard, right side, got him up in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage. Lillard's got 9.
Beautiful execution from him, building off a great first quarter, looking unstoppable here.
In the corner, it's LaVine. To end the run. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And certainly while the injury for Zach LaVine and his ACL was devastating, Greg, it's good to see him back on the court, and he seems to be on track to making a full recovery.
And Kevin, still amazing to me to see just how far the medical community has come in terms of treating ACL injury. LaVine is such an athletic monster. To lose even a little burst would have been huge. Fortunately, though, with modern medicine, it's going to allow this guy to make the most of his potential still.
Nurkic, a screen on LaVine. Here's Turner, and he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Turner's got his second basket of the night.
And they're very lucky to have the lead after that terrible shooting in the first quarter. But they've rounded into form here in the second and have brought that field goal percentage up.
Markkanen kicks to LaVine. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Brent, the stretch 4. The 3 and D players. Specialties that have emerged over the years. Any other specialties you see becoming a trend?
The one that I see as a trend, Kevin, right now is the redefining of the 5 position. But think about guys like Porzingis, Embiid, Karl Anthony Towns, Anthony Davis, being able to stretch a defense out at the 5 position all the way out to the 3-point line. We're redefining what it means to be a center in the NBA.
I'm sure there are traditional guys that see that and just can't believe what they're watching. Huh? Guys out there that big and hitting shots.
Yeah, most of those old guys will take back to the home, Kevin. Just enjoy it while you can.
Markkanen in the corner. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Let's now pause to take a look at the scoring breakdown between the front and back court of tonight's contests for the Bulls.
And it's been guard play, which really has shouldered the burden offensively here. They'd like a bit more production from the front court, but in the meantime, this backcourt has kept them in the game.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Aminu comes in for Turner, and it's Pat Connaughton in for Shabazz Napier.
You can't afford to be that careless. They need him out there on the floor, so he has to avoid fouling again in this period.
Justin Holiday's checked in for Zach LaVine, and Portland with a change here too. Davis is checked in. Stolen by Markkanen. And here we go, the Bulls fast break. Here's Valentine. Some solid defense from Lillard.
It looked like he wanted no part of that. Superb defense there, really making it tough on him.
Count that one. Lillard's got 12 now in this quarter.
This guy is just shredding the defense right now. He's hitting any shots he's putting up.
Dunn kicks to Lopez. Nurkic with the steal. Pass to Connaughton. Lots of room. And Portland again with the bucket.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. And Al-Farouq Aminu, the 8th overall pick back in 2010. He's found his niche as a defensive-minded, small ball power forward.
And Kevin, think about that 7'3" wingspan, which will help him defend against bigger, stronger players. And his skill game, though, still looking for some consistency in the offense.
And Holiday, here we go. It's stolen by Davis. Over in the corner, Lillard. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Well, the O looks unstoppable tonight, especially because of that guy. He's just torching them.
The kick out to Holiday. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Holiday's got 5 points so far.
Oh, a little punch, counter punch action. Neither side flinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
And now with this break, here are the premier class cleaners among rookies over the course of the past month. Lauri Markkanen, number 1.
And every team in the league needs a guy who can go and get. I mean, his great work on the boards certainly endear him to the coaching staff.
Free throw good from Lillard.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Well, free throws good from Lillard.
We talk so much about rhythm from the field. How about a rhythm from the free throw line? That looks good.
Grant kicks to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
If anything could change the momentum, it's that kind of play. Cloud of smoke has people standing on their feet.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around him.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Yeah, and C.J. McCollum mostly plays at that off-guard spot with the Blazers, but on a lot of teams, you could see him as the lead guard. I mean, 6'3" in height, and his handles are elite.
And C.J. McCollum can step into that point guard role very comfortably.
Yeah, I mean, he keeps it on a string going right or left. A terrific ball handler. Calling him a secondary ball handler is almost not doing him justice.
Grant kicks to Zipser. Grant down low. Covered by Lillard. Shot clock at 6. Out to the right wing. Here's Markkanen. That's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Zach LaVine's checked in for Justin Holiday. LaVine. 26 seconds left in the first half of basketball. LaVine against McCollum. There's 14 seconds left here in the second. 4 on the clock. From deep three-point range, that one no good. And we've reached halftime in this one. Portland out in front, up by 12. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Here with head coach Terry Stotts. Coach, what has gone right for your team so far?
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the first period was 6 points. The second quarter was all theirs. Major uptick in offensive and defensive intensity as they... And now, folks.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half. Bulls trail by 12. Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. The incredible pair of Lillard and McCollum are at the 1 and 2. Vonleh's out there with Nurkic, and it's Turner in at the small forward. LaVine kicks to Dunn. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
A moment here to look at some numbers for C.J. McCollum. He's averaging 20 points, 3 assists, and 4 rebounds. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
His instincts naturally are to score the basketball. That ability to find the creases in the defense is something you just don't teach, and it's awesome.
Trailblazers leading by 10. And Lillard kicks to Vonleh. He feeds it to Nurkic. The dish to Lillard. Here's Vonleh. That shot off, so the Bulls will take it the other way. An even 3-on-3 break. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Fellas, Al-Farouq Aminu has established himself as a great defensive player, and he wants that recognition. He said, my goal every year is to be Defensive Player of the Year. I want to guard 1 through 4 and even 5 sometimes. I want it to be known that I'm a great defender, and I want the league to recognize that. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Aminu continues to prove his worth on the defensive end. His length and quickness certainly hard to deal with. McCollum passes to Nurkic. Feeds to Vonleh. Lillard outside. Vonleh setting the pick for Lillard. Shot clock at 5. From outside, off the mark. Bulls trail by 8. LaVine kicks to Lopez. That's good, and it's LaVine with the assist. LaVine's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
On the wing, Turner. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And the dunk by Vonleh.
That's an unselfish play. Evan Turner with eyes up and delivers.
Great way to see the alley-oop. That replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Dunn dishes to Markkanen. Lopez a screen. And stolen by Lillard. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
And checking out the numbers for Lopez. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. First in shooting percentage, 10th in blocks, and he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And you're right, he's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage. Here's Portis. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Trailblazers leading by 8. McCollum passes to Lillard. Puts up a three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 24 points. And Terry Stotts, now in his 6th season as head coach in Portland. Talk about the job, Brent, he's done with the Blazers.
Well, again, Kevin, his connection to Damian Lillard as the player that they thought was going to carry the franchise forward, especially after the departure of LaMarcus Aldridge. I think that's one of the key components of the Blazers and where they want to go. I think Terry can share the vision of the front office and the vision for any given team with Damian Lillard. And then he goes out there and tries to carry out some of the things that he hears from him. Yeah, 3 of 4 to start this half. Offensively, they've been great.
McCollum outside. He kicks to Vonleh. There's a good screen. Nurkic up top. The feed to McCollum. Nurkic setting the pick for McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Valentine. Turner covering. And LaVine, here we go. And here's the shot chart as we see how things are going for Lillard.
And what a big-time game we've seen from him. He's been the one looking to create and get a shot each trip down the floor. Every time a shot falls, his confidence just grows. Grows and grows. Just an all-around tremendous offensive showing.
First one falls for him. Bulls making a switch here. He's checked in, and a switch here also for Portland. Napier's checked in. And so LaVine nails both of them. Portland leading by 7. McCollum kicks to Turner. Vonleh setting the pick for Turner. Kicks it out to McCollum. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. 7 points for C.J. McCollum.
Well, the defense does not appear to be playing together out there right now. Lots of bad reach-ins and not enough getting in front of the man to stop the penetration.
Here's Valentine. Nurkic with the block.
Excellent defense by Nurkic on that play. He made sure that shot was not going anywhere near the rim.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Again, McCollum missing.
Frozen. The guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Valentine dishes to G. Passes it to Portis. On the wing, LaVine. 6 to shoot. Ball's knocked loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. And let's bring up a list of some of the NBA's hottest players. Among shooting guards, these are the leading scorers over the course of the last month. Number 5 is Zach LaVine.
And this is the cream of the crop at the 2-guard spot. I mean, strictly in terms of their scoring ability and the ease with which they can overwhelm would-be defenders.
Well, these are the assassins of the NBA right there. The players who can turn a game on its head when they start to feel it. They are almost always the primary focus of the opposing defense.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, and then the fear sets in that you're going to create driving lanes that could lead to easy buckets. This is not an easy fix. Always tough to work the closer you get to the basket. Nice job of finding an angle on the pass there.
Inside. Here's G. He's got 5. Dishes it to Valentine. In the corner, it's Levine. Nurkic with the steal. Here's McCollum. Rebound by the Bulls. Valentine's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
Yeah, even though he's been off, the team's still winning, so the hope is that he's going to get going.
In the corner, it's Levine. Pass to Lopez, and G has it in the corner. His 3-pointers off the mark.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
So for the Bulls, Paul Zipser, he's checked in for Lopez. Justin Holiday comes in for Denzel Valentine. And it's Jaren Grant in for Zach LaVine. Portland also making some changes. Davis is checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Aminu comes in for Evan Turner. And it's Pat Connaughton in for McCollum.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Chicago calls timeout.
And he's probably looking at some matchups on the floor he'd like to take advantage of.
I'm interested in what he's seeing and then what kind of play they run coming out of this timeout.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Here's Grant. Lays it up off the glass. Grant's got his first bucket of the night.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wentz.
Yeah, this is the feel of a player to use his body to keep the shot from being blocked. Excellent work there.
Aminu, no one around him. Offensive rebound. It's good. Davis has got the lead up to 14 now for Portland.
Well, that's a refreshing workman's approach to the game. Davis there beats everyone on the rebound and then finishes strong.
And Holiday kicks to G. He dishes it to Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Holiday's got 7 points in the game. Trailblazers leading by 12. Here's Napier. 6 points for him. Now the pass to Connaughton. Here's Aminu. Here's Davis. It's deflected. Holiday against Aminu. And Holiday, here we go.
And with the moment now, let's check out some stats for Aminu. His last 10 games, averaging about 7 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
I think you look across the board right now, and he's just doing a much better job. The numbers bear that out.
Markkanen, he's checked in for the Bulls. Both free throws good from Holiday.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Kicks to Aminu. Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Grant. Aminu against Holiday. Here's Napier. Here's Aminu. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Napier's got 4 assists now tonight.
And this is where he can hurt you most offensively. Aminu's well schooled in the catch and shoot game.
Here's G. Tries again. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
One shot. Here's Napier. 6 points for him. Pass to Vonleh. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Grant gets a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple. Trailblazers leading by 9. Napier passes to Connaughton. Holiday against Aminu. Passes it to Connaughton. Back to Aminu. Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Grant. Davis kicks to Connaughton. And it's off from three-point range. The Bulls have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. G dishes to Holiday. Markkanen kicks to Holiday. And it's Grant in the corner. Fires the three. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Markkanen.
And I tell you what, Markkanen has already mastered the art of the bank shot. Loves getting it up there and knocking that one down. You have got to be in his space if you want to disrupt his rhythm.
Out to the right wing. Here's Connaughton. Here's Davis. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Chicago making a switch here. Dunn's checked in. And a switch here also for Portland. Lillard's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And Holiday kicks to Grant. Back to Holiday. Grant outside. And it's good for 2. Grant's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's just smart basketball. Ideally, you love for all of your shots to come from that spot.
There's the pick. Aminu, the pass to Vonleh. Over Markkanen. That one wide left.
I still love the shot selection. The defense wasn't really a factor. Need to be more aggressive guarding the mid-range.
And so it's Portland bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. And we'll be back with you shortly. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, look, offensively, we're getting great.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up. 2K Sports, happy to have you with us. Dunn is out there with Grant. Then there's Markkanen. And it's Portis in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And Davis puts it in.
Taking advantage of his touch around the basket. Davis does a nice job there of using his body to shield the defenders from the basketball.
They set the pick and stolen by Lillard. Lays it in off the breakaway. Lillard's got 26 points.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Well, to win at this level consistently, you cannot be faint of heart, and he's going in for the kill.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Portland leading by 9. Napier kicks to Lillard. Now the dish to Vonleh. Here's Aminu. Buries the long-range jumper.
And those are signs of increasing versatility of Aminu, looking much more comfortable from long range these days.
Markkanen kicks to Grant. To the inside. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
Chicago making some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Valentine comes in for Justin Holiday. And Levine subbed in for Grant. And then for the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Davis. Turner comes in for Vonleh. And McCollum subbed in for Napier. Markkanen dishes to Dunn. He feeds it to Levine. Lopez, a screen on McCollum. Levine, and Levine throws it down.
And this is why defensively you can't afford to let Levine get to the rim. Too much explosiveness.
And Aminu kicks to McCollum. Lillard outside. Here's Aminu, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. And the Trailblazers lead by 9. Now done. Here's Valentine. And Evan Turner pulls it down.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
Lillard misses. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Here's Markkanen. Banked in off the glass. Markkanen's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And Markkanen continuing to improve inside. I mean, utilizing his height, but D has a tough time matching up with somebody with his skill set.
Down low, got a piece of it. And here we go, the Bulls fast break. And Lopez throws it down.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
Yeah, he picked up the ball clean. He has a sneaky court awareness that you have to be careful around. That time results in the steal.
Here's Lillard. The baseline jumper goes down. Lillard's got 28.
There's the improving mid-range game of Lillard. Just another way he can beat you.
Feeds it to Markkanen from past the arc. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And when you thought this fourth quarter was simply a formality, all of a sudden the offense picks up, and now we have a game.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. There's the feed to Aminu. Nurkic setting the pick for Aminu to the inside. McCollum, no good.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Dunn kicks to Valentine. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
That's good from Valentine. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Portland leading by 3. Turner with it. Now guarded by Dunn. That one goes in. And that's 12 points for C.J. McCollum.
Yeah, certainly an attitude change at halftime. After sort of wandering around in the first, he's kicked it into gear here for the second frame.
Dunn passes to Valentine. He kicks to Dunn. Dishes it to Levine. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And Evan Turner, Brent, signed that big deal in the summer of 2016, that 4-year, $70 million deal with Portland. Do you think they're getting their money's worth?
I think the idea is to have a secondary ball handler out there, a guy that they can post up a little bit and still make plays. So the adjustment, not just Evan Turner in the new system, the guys that he plays with have to adjust also to his skill set. We'll see as the years go on how much Evan Turner helps improve what Portland's trying to do offensively.
Pass to Nurkic. Lock at 6. Lillard outside. Overdone. Lillard misses. Bulls trail by 4. And there's the pass to Valentine. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. Shoots off the step back. And that one hits back iron. The Bulls have gotten it done so far from the field here in the 4th, going 6 for 7. Dunn dishes to Lopez. On the wing, Levine. Back to Lopez. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And Lillard kicks to Aminu. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. For Chicago, they've gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the 4th. A tremendous offensive outburst. Lopez, a screen on McCollum. In the corner, Valentine with it. Lopez, left side. And the dunk by Lopez.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the right.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Especially in a game that is this close, every possession counting. That was just one side wanting it more than the other.
Cullen passes to Aminu. Lays it up off the glass. Aminu's got 9 points here in the second half.
Yeah, maybe the shot selection in the first half took him out of a rhythm, but in the second half, he's making everything.
Dunn kicks to Markkanen. He dishes it to Dunn. Markkanen sets the pick for Dunn. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
On the attack, he has that ability, trying to close this one out.
Well, beating one guy is one thing, but beating 5, heck of a job there. He's got the talent to finish, too.
There's a screen. To the paint. Lopez with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Markkanen. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Lillard with no one around. No good from outside. And for the Bulls, they're shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Dunn dishes to Valentine. Lopez a screen to take the lead. Great D that time from Nurkic. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Turner against Levine. Lillard a screen on Levine. And Turner kicks to McCollum. 5 to shoot. Aminu. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Now here's Levine. Lopez a screen on McCollum. And the jam by Levine.
Now that's incredible. A huge bucket in the most emphatic way possible. Now that is not supposed to happen.
Lillard outside. That ball. Nice feed that time from Turner. Turner's got 5 assists in the game. Now here's Dunn. Guarded closely. Levine against McCollum. They grab their own miss. Lopez. And he uses the glass on the layup. Lopez has got 10 points in just the second half. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
And stolen by Dunn. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter of this one. In the corner, Valentine with it. Now, here's Dunn, covered by Lillard, and Markkanen throws it down.
And how about the hops there by Markkanen? He knows not many guys can block that shot. Good at getting that deep post position.
McCollum kicks to Aminu. Stolen by Markkanen. Pass to Lopez. The dish to Dunn. Lopez a screen on Lillard. That's tipped. Nurkic with the steal. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Vonleh's checked in for the Trailblazers. Now a timeout called by Portland. They're down by 3. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Lauri Markkanen.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. And he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed. Guys.
And that's turned over in about the most frustrating way possible.
There's good turnovers. That wasn't one of them. At least this one doesn't lead to an automatic fast break, the live ball turnover. So that's the best you can say about that play.
Davis is checked in for Portland. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lopez sets a screen for Levine. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Ed Davis. First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So it gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 5. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. .29 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Vonleh. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Lopez. And Levine, here we go. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 7.
So good at picking his spots. He always knows exactly what the team needs from him offensively. That's why they hold the lead.
Conley kicks to McCullough. Lillard the pass to Turner. They need this. The shot, no good. So the Bulls win it. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that about wraps it up. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. See you later.